Right, good morning folks, sorry about the delay there, just had a few technical little issues getting the camera set up and so forth, but we're live now. Hopefully you can see the game, which is currently in the bottom of the first innings. We'll get through the teams and the lineups shortly, but just currently we have in the box Thomas and Oka, and we have 2 out, Auckland, bottom of the first. And a nice drive there to the centre field air by Tommy. Safe hit. Springs to the box there. Campbell Noka. And a DR. For Thomas. And Auckland have their first runner on first. Called a strike there. 0-1. Called a strike there. Yeah, we're not quite sure on that one. 0-2, 2 outs. And the steel's on there, and he's out clean. For the side away for Auckland. That is left stranded, which will take us to the top of the second. No score of course here. And thank you for your patience here. Right, look, welcome to Dynasty Ballpark for the National Fastpitch Championships down in Christchurch. The sun is shining. Ground's a little bit damp there. There's been a lot of rain down in Christchurch over the last couple of 3 days, as you probably know. But we're here now and we're playing. Top of the second innings. We'll run through the batting lineup for Canterbury first, and then I'll get back to what happened in the first Canterbury bat. Leading off was Josh Lewinsky. Cullen Bishop. Coming in the third slot was Jackson Watt. In the fourth slot was Mitch Finney. Coming in at slot number 5, Josh Harborough, which will be first and second innings. Ruben Elkins, Bailey Hamilton coming in at 7. Hapeni Kumara at 8. And the last slot, number 9, Jaden Potts. The defensive lineup for Auckland was on the mound there, of course, is Jack Sparesgrove, and he's throwing it to Max Early. First base, of course, you'll see Tommy Inoka. Reece Evans will be in second. Over in third is Campbell Noka. Shortstop, of course, Brock Evans. And in the outfield there, nice green outfield, you'll see in left outfield Oscar Clark. Centre outfield Ryan Early. And in the last position there, Floyd Nola. You've got a DR, Shiloh Rice. And sitting on the bench there for Auckland is Max Russell, Harrison Wildbore, Kyle Robertson, Liam Twigden. So at the top of the second innings, leading off for Canterbury Red Sox will be third baseman Josh Harborough, and on deck will be first baseman Ruben Elkins, and then at the gate will be DP Bailey Hamilton. Swing and a miss there by Josh for a lead-off pitch there by Jack. Great pitch there, just nabbing the outside of the plate there by Hughes Groves. 0-2. And a lovely swing there by Josh Harbrow, straight down the throat of the right outfielder Floyd Nola. An easy catch for the first out of the second innings. Down too low there for a ball. 1-0. Swing, it's just coming inside of the diamond there for a safe hit by Ruben Elkins. Max Early couldn't quite get to that one. Ended up on his knees trying to get a flick over to one, but didn't happen. So Canterbury get there first. Safe hit, got a runner on one. Spring to the plate. DP Bailey Hamilton, and we all know Bailey can get that ball in play. Trying to move that runner around. Swing and a miss there. Strike one. Swing and a miss, and the steal is on for second base. The throw's not quite on target there. Just Max got that to the left of the second base. It couldn't quite be gloved by Brock, so Canterbury got a runner in scoring position now. And we'll wait for the plate to be cleared. Everyone settle down. And see if Canterbury can get the run around, or Bailey can get a hit. Swing and a miss there. Great pitch there by Jack. That will be the second out of the innings. Still got a runner stranded on second base. Canterbury brings to the plate second baseman Hapeni Kimura. Swing and a miss there, right down the pipe there. 1-1. Swing and a miss there by Hapeni. 0-2. Just a couple of off-speed pitches there by Jack, but there to be hit. And that was a great pitch there by Jack Brevzo that caught the outside of the plate for the third out of the innings. That'll take us to the bottom of the second innings. Now we'll get through the defensive lineup for Canterbury, so you can see where they're all positioned at. Of course, on the mound you've got number 14, Len Potts. He's throwing it into his brother Jaden, and on first base you've got Ruben Elkins. Second base Hapeni Kimura. Over on third you've got the most experienced campaigner in the team, Josh Harbrow, former Black Sox. Short base you've got Mitch Finney at shortstop, and in the outfield you've got Josh Lewerski in the left position, Cullen Bishop in the centre position, and Jackson Watt, number 22, in the right hand position in the outfield. Now you'll see Cameron O'Neill's back in the box there. He was still there. First pitch is a ball from the last innings where an attempted second base was made. So he returns to the box. He's got one ball on him. Too wide there. The timeout called. We've got a ball in the outfield there by the look of it. Two balls and no strikes. On Thomas. Sorry, on Campbell. Called a strike there, good pitch there. From Liam. Lovely off pitch. Called a strike there, just a little bit slower than the others. 2-2. On Campbell. Fouled off there. Count stays at 2-2. I think Campbell knew that one there was there to be pumped. Probably a little bit disappointed with himself. Great swing. Lovely hit there, heading to the left outfield. Josh Lewiski's coming around under it, makes the catch. First out of the innings. Which brings pitcher Jacks Bez Groves. Number 42, left-hand batter. And he's a very powerful batter, and I'm not surprised to see him in the lineup. Oh, unlucky there from Potts. Umpire adamant that's a ball. Roll with it. Ball number 2, 2-0. Just trying to nick the outside of the plate there. Didn't quite make it. Lovely off pitch. Off speed pitch there by Potts and got Bez Groves swing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss there for 2-2. Fell off there. Count stays at 2-2. Potts here working the batter over. Lovely hit, and I'm going to say that's out of the park from and it is gone. It's hit the scoreboard, and he's pumped that over the centre field fence for the first home run of the day on Diamond 1, and outstanding hit. There to be hit, and it was hit. That'll make the score, of course. 1 to Canterbury. Sorry, 1 to Auckland. I do apologise, I've got a bit of sun on the score pad here. I can't quite locate the right buttons. Now got number 27, Reece Evans. In the box, and on deck will be Floyd Nola. Just too wide out there. Two balls, one strike. Reached a 7-8, got something in his eye, I think. Right down the pipe there. Great pitch. 2-2. Swing and a foul off. Off-speed pitch, had to do something with it. Two and two. And a great pitch there from Liam Potts, nicking the outside of the plate, and Reece Evans not too happy with that call. Brings into the box there, centre outfield. Ryan Early. Two outs. Lead off pitches the ball. 1-0. Lovely pitch there, just nicking outside of the plate. 1-1. Two outs. Auckland ahead 1-0. Bottom of the second innings. Good pitch there, right at the hands of Ryan. Couldn't do much with it. Just fouled it off. One ball, two strikes. Great pitch there, just trying to get the outside of the plate there, and Ryan knew that and he made sure he connected with it, fouled it off. Still 1-2. Ball high. No, he didn't swing there. Worth the ask though, but never know. 2-2. Oh, lovely off-speed pitch there with a little curve at the end. Brings it to full house. Oh, lovely off-speed pitch there by Liam Potts. That's the final say. With Ryan there, swing and a miss for side away. That'll take us to the top of the third innings. And I think we'll have leading off for Canterbury will be Jaden Potts in the 9 position. And then we should be to the top of the order for Canterbury. And I'll just run through that batting lineup again for Canterbury because we did have some technical delays at the start there with the camera phone. So the batting lineup, I'll repeat this again for Canterbury. Leading off in the 1 position is Josh Lebowski. Coming in at the 2nd slot is Callum Bishop. Then it's Jackson Watt. In the 4 slot is Mitch Finney. The 5 slot is Josh Harborough. After him is Ruben Elkins. And the 7th spot is DP Bailey Hamilton. And in the number 8 slot, Harpeni Kumara. And at the 9 position for Canterbury is Jaden Potts. And I'll do the defensive lineup again for you for Auckland, just so you've got that. Jack Beresford, of course, is on the mound. He's throwing it to Max Hurley. First base, of course, Thomas. Second, Reece. Third, Campbell. Brockett's number 6, shortstop. Oscar in left. Ryan in centre. First pitch called a strike, and in the 9 slot, number 9, Noid Flola. Good lead off pitch there by Jack. To Jaden. And right down the pipe there, that was there to be hit by Jaden, and he'd be probably scratching his head saying, wide, nice swing. Wasn't it full noise? 0-2. And out and high, first ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jaden. And going outside of the plate there, not quite close enough. Two and two. Swinging a foul off there by Jaden, just in the top corner of the plate, up high. Good to have the swing, have an attack, have a go, have a crack. Two and two. Too low there by Bestgrove, so that makes it a full house. And way too high there by Bestgrove. And Jaden makes his way to first base. Free ride, thank you very much. Brings us to the top of the order. Left outfielder, Josh Lewerski. Josh, good batter. He's got long arms, long bat. And he'll swing it. Swing and a miss there. Strike one. Too high and outside. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lewerski. And a swing and a foul off there by Josh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This will give Jack Bestgrove a bit of playing room here in the catcher to have a bit of flexibility with a 1-2 call. And an off-speed pitch there, and Luby saw that one and he just nicked it, fouled it. Stay alive in that box. Got a runner on one. None out here, so Canterbury got to work this batter. Get the ball in play. And high and outside. 2 and 2 the count. Good eye there by Luby. Down the pipe, down the middle. Good swing. Didn't quite connect there by Josh, which will be the first out of the innings. There to be hit. He's giving the batter opportunities. Up now in the boxes, centre outfield Callum Bishop, and on deck will be Jackson Watt. Lead off pitch a bit high. They're going to have a search to see if that was a swing, but I didn't think so. Too high, no swing. 1 ball. Zip strikes. It's got to get the ball in play here. Got a runner on. And it's that lovely outside swing by Jack Besgrove. Lovely pitch. Not much you can do with those ones. 1-1. Ooh, an attempted bunt put down there. Probably a little bit late in the execution there from Cullum. Good call because the wings of Auckland 1 and 3 were actually back. So the bunt was actually on. Oh, lovely pitch. That one came down the pipe looking right at you and then just curved at the last minute. 2-2. Great eyes there by Bishop. Now ball by Bishop. Down the middle there, just hit Max in the mask. Count stays at 2-2. We've got Jaden on first. He's got to get the ball in play. Nope. Ball 3 full house. Good eye there by Bishop. Good pitch there by Jack. Trying to bait him. Gets a full count. And too high. Didn't quite nail that one. Looking to be a rise ball, get him swinging, but did not happen. So Canterbury in a good position here. They've got runners on 1 and 2. He's only 1 out. And brings to the plate power hitter number 22, Jackson Watt. Auckland having a wee bit of a think here. With only 1 down, 2 runners on. A good hit there from Jacko. He just needs to get it in play, get the ball out into the fielders on the deck or in the gap, and then he'll get Jaden Potts round from second base. Opportunities Canterbury's. Oh, great attacking swing there. Good pitch. 1 strike on him. Behind Jacko is Mitch Finney. Oh, swing and a miss there by Jacko. He knew it. Great rise ball there from Bearsgrove. Right up in Jackson Watt's chest. Very hard to hit. Gives him 2 strikes. And dead ball, that one hit Jacko on the hand. A little bit too close to the batter. Jack there not quite sure on that one, but I'd probably say a little bit close. It was coming at high speed, and at that pace you don't get much opportunity to get out of the road. It's probably coming at you at 125, 29k. You don't get much chance to get out of it, and that gives Canterbury a big opportunity here. Loaded bags, only 1 down. Mitch Finney in the box, followed by Josh Harbrow. Great lead-off pitch there by Jack. Finney just having a look at that one. Knows he's got to get this ball in play somewhere. He's got a runner on 3, 2 and 1. Ooh, a great pitch there from Jack Bearsgrove. Finney nodding his head, and that's not a bad one, mate. 0-2. Swing and a miss there by Mitchell Finney. That'll bring the second out of the innings, which brings into the box now former Black Sox and power hitter Josh Harbour. Been around a long time, knows the game. Jaden Potts just been 2 down catcher rule. Mitch Finney's on third. Better person can you have in the box right now than Josh Harbour. Ball high. Not quite sure if they want to give him something to hit. I'm sure they know his prowess and how he can hit that ball. Ooh, attempted sort of change up, didn't quite come off there from Jack on the mound. Swinging Harbour's way. Oh, and 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 balls and no strikes. Getting a call from the dugout. Come on, Muty. Great pitch there, good follow up. Just on the outside of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike on Harbour. Ooh, swing and a miss there. Boy, Josh makes the count 2 and 2. What's he going to dish up here? Oh, nice call by catcher Max there, just trying to get the outside of the plate. Josh knew that one, and he had to touch it or hit it. Foul ball. Yeah, lovely good pitch there from Jack Beesgrove again. Bit of a rise ball in top corner. And Josh knew that he had to do something with it. He couldn't quite hit it, foul it, touch the ball. Leaves it at 2 and 2. They're not going to give him something down the middle. And a swing there and a bounce into the infield into Jack Beesgrove's glove, who just trots over to first base. Who gets the 3rd out of the innings. Auckland out of jail there. Canterbury has missed that opportunity with runners left stranded on 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Hey, that's softball. She's a tight game. Score is still 1-0 to Auckland. That was a home run by Jack Beesgrove over the centre field, smacking into the scoreboard. And if you can see the scoreboard on the feed here, you'll see it's not quite going. It's had a few hits in recent times, but we will try and get it going hopefully in the second game here at Dynasty Ballpark. So weather conditions here are nice and pleasant. It's probably about 20 degrees. A little bit of cloud, a little bit of sun. Clouds just come over, which just takes a bit of the glare off everything, which is great. So bottom of 3rd innings, and leading off for Auckland will be right outfielder Floyd Nola, and then after him will be the DP Trey Wildball, and then it'll be back to the top of the order for Auckland. First pitch there by Lem, just it's a bit too low. Floyd's a good batter. He's a young player. He's actually been around a long time, believe it or not. Off-speed pitch there, got him swinging. 1-1. Swinging a foul ball over the first base line into the grass behind the dugout. 1-2 on Floydie. Rise ball there by Potts. Once again, 2-2. It's kind of an off-speed pitch that just dropped at the end, and Floyd probably not quite happy with that one, but I get his point. All you can say is umpire's there. He's the man on the spot, and he called it a strike. Wings in the box now, number 32, and DP Trey Wildboy, swinging a miss there, and then Auckland are back to the top of the order with Oscar. Too high, 1-1. Sorry. Sorry, just waiting for the correct call off the umpire there. We'll get that in a minute. No, umpire's not giving us a call. I think we've got 3 balls, I think. 3 balls, 1 strike, there we go. Got a strike in there. Batter's hit. And too low. Which brings Oscar Clark back in, top of the order. And there's going to be a DR pulled in there for Trey. And the DR is Charlotte Rice, should be, number 30, yep. And Auckland in a good position now because they're at the top of the order. Oscar Clark, we know Oscar can hit the ball, that's why he's at the top of the order. And runner on 1. Will they steal him straight away? No, they're not going to. Lead off pitch there. There's a strike, 0-1. Outside, and an attempted pick off at first base. Great throw there by Jaden Potts to Ruben Elkins, and a couple of inches and he might have got the out there. And I missed the swing and a miss there. I missed that last pitch. Again, wait for the call from the ump. There's the attempted pick off previous. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ball is in play. Great hit there by Oscar Clark. Just between the first and second base position for Canterbury. And it's rolled out into the right outfield. Picked up by Jackson Watt. For a safe hit for Oscar. And that gives a runner on 2 and a runner on 1 for Auckland. So they're in a good position here. Only 1 out. 1-0 to Auckland. Pressure's on Canterbury now. Second slot, you've got Brock Evans, Auckland shortstop. And then after him, you've got power hitter Tommy Anoka. Great lead off pitch, not quite got the nod there. One and 0. And just low and inside. Second ball. Got time called out there, I think, by Jaden. Just going to have a chin wag to Liam. There's a quick one, not quite sure. Must have been a code or a signal or something. Auckland with runners on 1 and 2. 2 balls, no strikes. This is the sun starting to come out again. Great follow-up pitch there by Liam Potts for 2 balls and 1 strike. Brock knew that one. He was coming. Beautiful off-speed pitch there. Got Brock swinging. A smile on his face there. 2 and 2. And the ball has gone foul there, just down the first base line. Good pitch there, bit of pace. Brocky just fouling that one off. Still a 2-2 count. Runners on 1 and 2. And still only 1 out, of course. Big battle here going on between Liam Potts and Brock Evans. Kent still 2 and 2. Just trying to work each other over. Just a low drop ball there, thrown by Potts, and Brock didn't want to take the risk that it could be called a strike, so he just duly fouled that one off, leaving the count still at 2-2. Great battle here going on between pitcher and batter. Ooh, what a bum and a in there. Auckland happy with that call. Canterbury not so happy. Makes it a full house. Great battle going on here. Oh, nice hit there. Straight to Jackson Watt in the right outfield and caught duly. And the runners had to tag off, although one decided to take a little bit of a lead. I think that was Floyd out there. That's for the second out. Well, the innings, running's still on 1 and 2. Sorry, out on second base is Shiloh, of course. Swing and a miss there by Thomas. Clear intent that he wants to hit that ball and get that run around. Just outside there, 1 and 1. Ooh, an off-speed pitch there by Liam. Thomas is a little bit experienced to pick that one up, and he did. 2 and 1. And an inside pitch there, she's popped right high. And it's just flown over the back of the nets. Makes the call 2-2. Great drive up the centre field there by Tumianoga is coming in one, and this runner coming from 2 to 3 has been called outside. Great throw there by Cullen Bishop for the out on 3, which makes side away Auckland. They did get a runner home, which should make the score 2-0. Great hit there by Tommy. Drive up the centre field. Great throw there by Cullen Bishop. But great play there by Auckland getting a run around. Should make the score 2-0 to Auckland. It should take us to the top of the 4th innings here at the Dynasty Ballpark for the National Fastpitch Championships. Got a good clash here going on. 2 powerhouse teams. So top of the 4th innings, scored 2-0 to Auckland, and leading off for Canterbury will be batter 6, which is Ruben Elkins, the first baseman. After Ruben will be power hitter Bailey Hamilton, he's the DP, and then at the gate will be Hapeni Kumara. So Auckland in the box seat at the moment, putting pressure on Canterbury. Ooh, great lead off pitch there. One of those 50-50 ones went the way of the batter on that one, a ball. Swing and miss there by Ruben. 1-1. Oh, cool.
How's that?
Just a.
Are you right holding it, or do you want me?
Another strike there called. Sorry about that, folks. Just trying to get the shade up on the electronic scorecard in front of us so we can see it.
No.
So, we're trying hard with an umbrella here, but not quite coming off.
That was a no. Sorry, Craig.
Swing and a miss there by Ruben for the first out of the innings. Brings to the box DP Bailey Hamilton, power hitter, and following him will be Hapeni Kumara. Just too high there. Hi Jack. Lovely pitch there, just A little off speed on the outside of the plate. Just outside. For a ball. So we're going to foul ball over the first base line. I think the call's 2 and 2. We'll just wait for the umpire to get his hands up. 2 and 2. Just to the outside of the plate there for a full house. Slightly off speed, slightly down and out to the right. So I'm going to miss there by Bailey. That'll be hit. For the second out of the innings. Into the box. Papini Kumara, second baseman for Canterbury. And after him will be catch up Jaden Potts.
Is that going to offer any? That's me.
Yep.
Is that going to work? I have a tape gun.
I'll just.
I'll work on it.
Oh, nice off speed. Pitch there by Jack, and Penny left it and caught a ball. Lovely pitch, full speed, pumped. 0 and 2. Sorry, 1 and 1. Yeah, follow that up with a strike there to be hit. Not quite sure if you want to leave those ones. You're not going to get many chances from Jack. 2 and 2. So going to miss there by a half penny for side away Canterbury. Should take us to the bottom of the fourth innings. Score still 2-0 to Auckland. In this lead-off match here at the National Fastpitch Champs in Christchurch. This is Diamond 1 at the Ballpark. And fortunately it's an artificial diamond here because you're probably aware that New Zealand had a bucket load of rain over the last sort of couple of days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Did stop raining yesterday, but the volume of water brought to the North Island and the east coast of the South Island was immense. So diamond today is great condition. Outfield dried out, it's nice and green and lush.
Substitution for Canterbury. Straight swap 18 out 5.
Right, just got a substitution made by Canterbury. 18, Josh Lewerski, left outfielder, is out, and in for Josh Lewerski is number 5, Leon Lum. So Leon Lum's gone to left outfield for Canterbury. So we're now at the bottom of the fourth, and leading off for Auckland is Campbell Unoka, followed by Jack Bearsgrove. And then right, Reece Evans. So Auckland still on the box seat here, leading 2-0 over Canterbury, bottom of the fourth. Ooh, swing and a miss there, I think. You going to check it? Oh, called that one a ball. Leaving the crowd there sort of going a wee few sniggers and laughs. Hey, take it. Going the batter's way. That one, 2 balls. No strikes. Lovely hit there by Tommy. Straight down the third baseline to Josh Harborough, who ain't going to miss those ones. Hence you saw Tommy just trot up to first base for the out at 1. Brings Jack Beesgrove to the box. In his first bat, as you probably recall, if you didn't see it, he pumped one over the centre outfield. Great lead-off pitch there by Potts. Swing and a miss there by Jack. 5-2. Good potch by Potts. Just slipped out of Liam's hands there. 1-2. And the hit there, that's popped up. Second baseman's getting under it. No, he's been overcalled by outfielder Jackson Watt, which is probably the right call because the sun is coming straight in their eyes. If you have a look at the shadows, that would have been pretty tricky for Harpenny to catch that one, so rightly so, Jackson Watt overcalled him, took the catch. For the second out of the Auckland innings, which brings second baseman Reece Evans. Low and slow, called a ball. Swing and a miss there by Reece. Outside there from Potts. 3-1. And that's a walk there by Reece on first base. Brings up centre outfield Ryan Early, and also Auckland doing a DR, bringing on probably Shiloh. Sorry, yep, bring the DR on. 2 outs still with Auckland, runner on 1. That's good, putting pressure on Canterbury. Great lead off. 0-1. Oh, sneaky bunt put down. No one on 1. Great play there by Auckland. That's a sneaky bunt. And well fielded there. But unfortunately, second baseman Harpenny Kumara wasn't there, didn't read the play. Probably should have been there. That should have just been a standard out. Which gives Auckland runners on 1 and 2. Floyd Nola back to his second bat. Lead off pitch is a ball. 1-0. Good follow-up pitch there, 1-1. Just round the knees, that one. Just inside. 2-1. Very experienced batter. Floyd, he can put it over the fence, he can put it in play. Time called out there by, I think, Jaden, at catcher. Just having a wee chinwag what's going on, what we're going to do. Pressure's on Canterbury here. Auckland in the better position with runners on first and second. And the call 3-1. So it's a batter's call here. Swing and miss, great follow up there, full house on Floyd. Great comeback there by Potts. Swing and a miss there by Floyd, so Canterbury get out of jail on that one. Good pressure softball there. Great to see Canterbury come back. Great to see Auckland getting runners on base. It should take us to the top of the fifth. And the score's still Auckland 2, Canterbury 0. And this is the first game of 67 games here at the Dynasty Ballpark. They've got 5 diamonds going here over the course of 4 days. We've got the diamonds 1 and 2, as you know, the artificial diamonds, and then out over the fences there we've got diamonds 3, 4 and 5 all fenced. And they've got to get through 67 games. And the weather is looking good for 4 days. So we're going to get some pretty powerful softball. This is the top, this is the pinnacle of New Zealand softball. And the lead-off game is Canterbury v Auckland. Leading off for Canterbury Red Sox is the catcher, Jaden Potts. Lead-off pitch there is a strike following Jaden will be substitution Leon Lum. Second strike there, great pitch. Jaden Potts needs to decide whether he wants to hit it. It's there. Get that ball in play, get on base. Give your coach something to play with. One and 2. Fouled off over the first base by Jaden. Leaves the count at still 1 and 2. Great off-speed pitch. Everyone's umming and ahhing. Even the Auckland crew thinks maybe. Max is saying, come on, mate. Jaden is just sitting there. Nicely saying, yeah, thank you. 2 and 2. Outside, full house. Swing and a miss there by Jaden for the first out of the 5th innings. And straight substitution made by Canterbury, as I said earlier. That left outfield Josh Lubeski has been replaced by Leon Lump. Ball 1. Leon's a pretty experienced batter. He's been in the Canterbury Red Sox probably 3 years. Usually in the lead-off position, so he's quite comfortable with it. Straight away, he's left a couple of pitches and he's got 2 balls. Swing there for the first strike on Leon. Two balls, 1 strike. Sneaky bunt attempted by Leon, and Leon didn't quite get that one down. He's a good bunter, so he knew his options were there. Called a strike, 2 and 2. Oh, just a bit of a wild pitch there to make it a full house, so it's a good battle going on here. Jack definitely mixing it up, trying to confuse the batter as to what's going to come next. And Jack had the last say on that one, a swing and a miss there by Leon for the second out of the Canterbury 5th innings. Brings to the plate centre outfielder Callum Bishop, and he'll be followed by Jacko Watts. Swing and a miss there by Callum. Callum been in the Canterbury Red Sox there for probably 7 or 8 years. Great pitch there by Jack. Lovely rise ball. 1 and 2. And a miss there by Callum for the 3rd out of the 5th innings for Canterbury. That'll take us to the bottom of 5 for Auckland. Score's still Auckland 2-0 over Canterbury. It's a good battle. Canterbury had plenty of opportunities. They've had runners on the bags. They had a load of bags there in the early game. but couldn't quite capitalise. So Auckland sitting okay at the moment, 2-0. They're just trying to protect that lead. Don't have to go out there and score more runs. They've got one little bit of an insurance run there at 2-0. So they're going to have to make Canterbury work hard for it. Well, and leading off for Auckland, bottom of the fifth, will be Tepe Trey Wildball, and his job is just to get on base, get the ball on plate, get on base, and then give you top order something to play with. One ball. Just too low and slow. Second ball. 2 balls, no strikes on Trey. He's just sitting there waiting for that one to hit. Another off-speed pitch called there by catcher Jaden. And a strike there called by the umpire for 3-1 on Trey. So we're going to foul there. Brings the count to a full house. So good battle. Swing and a miss there for the first out of the innings, which takes Auckland to the top of the order. And lead off batter Oscar Clark, left outfielder, and he's a very experienced batter. That's why he's at lead off. Oh, lovely hit there by, oh, what an outstanding catch there by left outfielder Leon Lum. Great hit there from Oscar, and it looked like it was just going to drop down in front of Leon out there, but he just got his glove under it, probably about 2 inches off the ground, for the second out of the Auckland innings. Brings shortstop Brocky Evans. Great lead-off pitch there from Potts. Who strings it? 0-2. Just outside. Two and two. Great pitch there by Potts. Just on the inside of Brock. Just trying to cramp him up there. Swing and a miss there by Brocky.
Thank you very much.
For the side away. for Auckland. That takes us to the top of the 6th innings. Score still is Auckland 2, Canterbury 0. So if Canterbury want to make a move, now is the time to make it. Conditions are perfect. Sun is shining. That's Canterbury's opportunity. Leading off for Canterbury will be power hitter Jacko Watts. He'll be followed by Mitch Finney, aka Highlanders, and then after him will be Josh Harbrow. So Canterbury going to have to make a move now. Top of the 6th, they need to get some runners out there. Lead off just outside there. 1-0. Swing and a miss there by Jacko. 1-1. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well left there by Jacko. 2-2. Jacko's 3rd strike here, so sorry, it's third at bat. By this time you've had a good look at the pitch. Should make the call 2-2. Oh, full house. Missed one there. Sorry, folks. Full house on Jacko. Good battle. Oh, swing and a miss there by Jacko. He'll be disappointed with that one, but a great pitch there from Besgrove. The first out of the innings brings to the plate. Short-top Mitch Finney. He'll be followed by Josh Harbrow. Great lead-off pitch there by Jack. Right down the pipe, that one. Maybe should have had a wee look at it. Swing a foul, hitting Max in the needle there, right on the front of the mask. Oh, and 2 on Finney. Swing and a miss there, rise ball by Besgrove. Finney took the bait, had a crack, and didn't quite connect on that one. So that brings power hitter, 2 baseman Josh H. And this is lead off as a ball. 1-0. Attempted change up there by Jack. Didn't quite nail that one. 1-1. Bearsgrove getting a few wee tips there from Reese at second base. Reese knows Josh Harbour for sure. What he likes, what he doesn't. Great pitch there. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Great hit there, drive by Harbour out to the shortstop who picks the balls up, and it falls out of his glove. So we'll take that. Says Josh Harbour out. Gives Canterbury something to play with, and there's DR of course for Josh on 1, which brings in Blake Hardy and Ruben Elkins to the plate first. Swing is a foul off just over the first base. 0-1. That was a lovely pitch, just nicked the inside of the plate. 0-2. Ruben not happy in that one. Shakes his head a wee bit, but rest assured it's probably pretty good. And the steal is on here, and I was going to say he is probably out, and the umpire just made sure that the ball was there. The tag was made, and Blake Hardy stealing to second base was out. Great throw from Max. Good old textbook steal and out. Leaves Ruben Elkins still in the batter's box for their last bat, or their next bat. Takes us to the bottom of the 6th. Score still is Auckland 2, Canterbury 0. Canterbury won't want any more runs in this innings. They'll get one more crack. And Auckland are right in the guts of their batting order. Thomas will be leading off for Auckland, and then up behind him he'll have Campbell of course, and then Jack Bearsgrove. So Auckland got some good hitters right now, and Tommy says I ain't going to muck around. Fouled off over the third baseline. 0-1. Oh, again he knew too. Slightly off speed, right down the middle. Didn't quite get the timing right, and he knew he wanted to pump that one. But just the timing wasn't quite there. 0-2. Good battle. And he got that one, and that is going over the second base. It's in the outfield, and he's done a stand-up triple. The ball landed between centre outfield and right outfield. It was a bit tricky. What you don't see in the screen probably is the sun. If you have a look at the shadows are very long, and they'll both be looking in the sun. So if anything, it was probably the centre field's catch, because he's running away from the sun. But anyway, gives Tommy a triple on third base. None out. And a swing and a miss there by Campbell. for strike one. Off speed pitch there, just too low. 1 on 1. Just too high there, rise ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great follow-up pitch there by William. Swing and a miss. Great off-speed pitch there by William, which is the first out of the innings. Auckland in the box seat at the moment. You've got Jack Beesgrove in the seat, and he has hit both times. His first bat was a out of the park home run, single, and his second hit was a fly ball to the right outfield. So he's seeing the pitch. He knows what he's got to do here. He's just got to get the ball in play.
Substitution for
Lead off pitch ball.
42 out, 44 in. 27 out, 99.
Great follow pitch there. Auckland just doing some substitutions, but just trying to line those ones up. Swing and a miss there. Just waiting for the call there from the ump. Can't quite see his hand. Is it 1 on 1? We'll call it 1 on 1. Just fouled off there by Jack. And just an inside pitch. A little bit low. And Jack dancing in his shoes there, getting out of the road. And a beautiful pitch there by Liam. And Jack swinging as it died away to the outside, which we have got some substitutions here. So we've got number 27 Reese Evans is out, and coming in for a hit is number 99 Harrison Wildball. So he's got 2 down, he's got a runner on third, and he's had a good swing at that one for strike 1. So Harry's having his first bat of the day, and well left there. That was a 50-50 call. Went the way of the batter. 1 on 1. speed in the down for a swing and a miss there. Makes the call 1 and 2. On Harry, he's got a runner on 3. He's got 2 out. And a very good off-speed pitch there by Leon, which had Harry swinging, which we side away for Auckland, which will take us to the top of the 7th innings for Canterbury. And this is it for Canterbury. The score's still 2-0 to Auckland. So if they're going to do something, now is the time to do it. No more bats after this one. They've had plenty of opportunity against Jack Besgrove. He's pitching well. First game in the tournament, of course. Just getting warmed up. But all the Canterbury batters have had at least 2 looks, 2 bats at Jack. So they've had a good look. Leading for Canterbury should be Reuben. He was left in the batter's box there when Canterbury stole their Blake Hardy when it was 2 out, and Blake Hardy was out at second base. So that means Reuben gets another crack. And he has got to get that ball in play if Canterbury are going to peel back 2 runs. Great lead-off pitch there, right down the middle. 0-1. Fouled off there by Reuben for the second strike. It's 0-2. Just high and outside for a ball. It's 1-2. And just too low there for the second ball. 2-2. And a swing and a miss there for the third strike, which will be the first out of the 7th innings for Canterbury. So this is a do or die. If they don't get 2 runs, Auckland won't have to bat again. And in the box now is Bailey Hamilton, and he'll be followed by ball high. He'll be followed by, looks like a substitution there, or a DH, Jacob Davidson. Followed up by a nice strike on the outside there. Bailey left that one. Hard to hit, you've got to step over to them, get the bat to them. We'll leave it 1-1. Too high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Outside. Not going to ask if he swung because he didn't. 3-1 on Bailey. And a off-speed pitch that just got the corner of the plate for the second out of the innings, which will bring in a substitution or a DH, not quite sure what the coach is doing. Number 15, Jacob Davidson, is coming in for number 2, Hapeni Kumarawa, for a pinch hit, and he'll be followed by Jaden Potts. So 2 down for Canterbury. It's the top of the 7th inning, so this is their last hurrah. Jacob has to get on base if we cut to the chase. First pitch is wide and high for ball. So we're going to miss there, 1-1 on Jacob. Just outside there, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3, too high. 3-1 on Jacob. Great follow-up pitch. I think that we all knew it was going to go down there. Jack would be very rare to walk more than one player in a match, in a game. Full house. That's a hairline call. So he's going to take the walk. So Canterbury having life. So they will bring the DR in for Jacob. Sorry, it's going to be not a DR, it's going to be a substitution. So 15 out, 2's back in. So Jacob Davidson got the walk. He made it to first. Happy days. And he is being substituted back for Hapeni Kumarawa. Jaden Potts is in the box, and then it's the top of Canterbury's order. So Jaden basically has to get on base, and then it's Canterbury's opportunity. Fouled off. Oh, and 1. Ball 1 too high, 1-1. Great follow-up pitch there by Jack, which makes the call 1 and 2. So Jaden is going to have to do something here. Is he going to leave it, or is he going to have a crack? Oh, he had to have a crack at that one. And that will be game. So thank you, folks. The first game of 67 has Canterbury and Auckland take that one out 2-0 here at the Dynasty Ballpark. And we do apologise there for the early start with the technical problems that we had early on, but we should be up and running now. If you're not aware, the Canterbury softball have done an amazing job here. They've got live streaming on, I think, all 5 diamonds. We've got 5 diamonds in play here. So if you are sitting at your desk or not driving down the road, you're in the passenger seat and you want to tune in, if you've got the draw, you should be able to get all games live, I think. Some of the games, most of the games will have commentaries. Some of them might not, maybe out on Diamond 4 and 5, but Canterbury are doing a great job. Strings, Oliver and Moira trying to bring you all these games live for the NFC. So thank you folks, and game 1 has been taken out by Auckland, and